All right, Jeff, another week, A1 Able, and we are on a field trip.
Yeah, this has been a good one.
This is a really good one.
That's right.
Let's go over last week. Last week we had back to school, we had the backpacks, we had the safe landings. What else do we have?
Safe landings. We had some different totes for different items when you come home.
Right, and
so
we did all of that. I think it was less than $50.
Yeah.
How's your backpack doing? I saw that Pokajou thing, or Pikaju. That's what it was.
It's good. It's clean as a whistle.
So today, we're getting into insulation, which I think is awesome because it's already pest control. There's a pesticide in it.
That's
we're going to go over that.
Yep.
We'll talk about R and all that stuff, but we're going to go to a short video. We'll bring you back and wait till you see this. It's going to be fun.
We're going to talk to you guys and try to explain to you guys about some of the DIY products.
Vinegar attracts fruit flies into an area. There's only 3 or 4 other products out there that do that. Bed bugs are very elusive in the fact that they want to be in areas that you don't go to all the time. You don't have just the product, you've got the support.
All right, Jeff, so A1 Able, always into the new and improved stuff. I kind of love it. Insulation, brother.
Yeah, well, we've been into insulation a long time. We've used a tap product. What's nice about this has a bore rate in it.
Sure.
So what's good for that is anything using that attic access has to go through that. And when they're grooming, they pass this, the bore rate is what it's coated with.
Right.
They pass that bore rate along.
Give me an idea. What would bore rate help to deter from people from pests getting into the attic?
Well, your stink bugs is a big one.
That's a huge one.
Carpenter ants.
Wow.
It's known for any type of wasp, any bees that are harboring over the winter months as well.
Sure.
And like I said, it's 100% cellulose. Now we've got a tap product. We're trying to get rid of the rest of this product, and we're going to a Superior Plus, which is a phenomenal product. We get a lot of good support with it as well. So we're changing
has the bore rate in it as well.
That's correct.
Oh, awesome.
It's all recycled paper as well, so a little different. You know what I mean?
Give me an idea. How long will this last in your attic?
That'll be there forever.
Oh,
I mean, it's not dissipating. It is fire retardant as well, so it's not going to combust, and you're not going to have to worry about, because of the cellulose, let's say dust, worry about any type of fire or anything like that.
I can hear I call it the insulation chipper going.
Yeah, we've got a few guys working on the insulation chipper right now.
Yeah, that's awesome. We'll get into that real fast. Give me an idea. If I needed insulation in my attic, tell me some areas that I wouldn't need insulation.
Well, a lot of times people don't do awnings, and then they don't do the over portion of the garage.
Gotcha.
You don't want to do your eave lines as well because you still want that attic space to breathe. I mean, the whole concept is to keep that temperature outside is the same as it is inside.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
So when it gets cold out, of course, it's supposed to be cold upstairs.
Right.
You know, in that attic space. So you're separating that and isolating that house.
Right. So the coldness would stay in the attic.
That's correct.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about R value, which I think is pretty cool.
Yep.
So if my house needed insulation, how would I go? Like, tell me some of the things. Square footage. How does it determine how much?
Everything's done by square footage.
Got it.
Now, even if you look at a lot of these, they have an R value specification on the side, and it's pretty nice. Now, this one is on this side, and it's on every bag of insulation. So, sort of tells you your R values, 10, 11, 12, all the way up to standard in Ohio. You want to be around that 30. So a lot of times what we're getting into is we're putting caps on it, not necessarily blowing the whole attic space.
Sure.
So we'll go in and put a 3-inch cap on it, which gives you about an R value of about 11.
Let me ask you, if a raccoon, squirrel, possum, something gets into my attic,
yes,
do you recommend removing, because we know that there's going to be fecal, all that kind of stuff.
That's right.
So you would remove the old, we'll call it soiled insulation.
That's right.
Would we remove that, and then could we go to this?
That's exactly right.
Oh, wow.
And that's great for animal control and the fact that we can get rid of the bad insulation. What's nice about this too, does some things for odor control too, so it masks a lot of odor.
Wow.
You know, once you cover it with it, it absorbs it really well. And that's that paper material, so really good in what it does.
Okay, so I understand that we're going to shred these. Does this come in rolled?
No, this is not a rolled product. This is basically a blown-in product, and it comes in cubes like this.
Gotcha. So can some people insulate the bottom? Let's say you're on a crawl space.
Now, yes, they do have the same style of insulation, and it is labeled for crawl spaces as well, which is definitely feasible to do. But, you know, in our encapsulation, when we show it, one of the things they want you to do is encapsulate it so well that it doesn't really breathe, and it still has that same temperature as the interior portion of the house.
Gotcha.
So that crawl space treated a little different than the attic space.
It's safe to say, in my opinion, watching the video, the R value is the thickness.
That's exactly right.
Gotcha.
So it's inches per thickness, and I think on this one here, and it does show you an R value of 10, and that's with a 3-inch thickness.
Wow.
So it's only 3 inches thick, gives you a 10 R value. So every time you go up and let's say you get into 5.8, you're at 20 R value. That's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
So
fellas are getting their bags ready.
Hey, unfortunately, this was one of the test sites that we've been doing. It was Kevin's place, so the benefit is we were allowed to be a little sloppier than what we normally would be.
Well, right.
We had some machine malfunctions. Rain got us as well. So
yeah, it came in hard.
A little bit of everything going on.
Yeah, and we're in the middle of nowhere, by the way, people. So if you know nowhere, this is nowhere. My GPS said, good luck, pal. So, Jeff, the other thing I wanted to touch on real fast was wildlife. If wildlife gets in here, will this help deter some of that? Will that?
Now, I don't know that it would deter the wildlife, but you know, a lot of times wildlife brings a lot of insects.
Sure, like fleas and
yeah, fleas, ticks, the whole deal.
Absolutely.
And this all contributes to the control of that as well, because borates are basically ingested products.
Right.
So what happens? You want to switch me?
Yeah, sure, because you're always so tall. How you like that, folks? About time you started looking up to me.
Anyways, it has to do with them grooming themselves. If they're grooming themselves in this product, it will kill insects.
So let's say I have insulation up there.
Yeah.
And I call you and I'm like, you know what? I definitely want some of that borate up there. Can we add that to the existing, like a cap?
That's exactly what we're doing here. We're putting a 3-inch cap on it, and we're going to do it across the board. That way, not only is he protected, the R value goes up, which you'll see in your heat and your air conditioning bill.
Sure.
And just a great way to do it. Great, like I said, for stink bugs. Stink bugs to me are the hot topic right now.
Oh yeah.
So you know, putting this product in and getting it out to us is
we're trying to get them. We're trying to get them set up. So let's show them the monkeys. This is the fun part. You want to show them the monkeys?
This is great. Unfortunately, like I said, place is trashed right now.
Right.
Kevin, not the way to do that.
Yeah.
You know, you want to make sure you do have the long sleeves and gloves on.
Absolutely.
We just started and we got one guy up there, so we couldn't slow down. So it's sort of been a little bit of a nightmare, but if you can see the machine, it's got a hose attached to it. It's chopping the product up and it's spitting it up this hose.
Yeah, the hose is cool. And that's where we had a little issue, was with our hose.
It got clogged.
I hate a clogged hose.
Yeah. So, and then you got DJ up in the hole.
DJ's upstairs in the attic?
DJ is up in the attic space, and we do have Daniel, which is being our runner. So if he has a problem in that attic space, we've got a runner to come down and say, hey, you guys either stop adding insulation, give us more, whatever we got to do.
Absolutely. So on this particular property, we're just capping it.
That's correct.
Awesome.
So you're putting that 3-inch cap up there. So like I said, our value of about 11.
Right.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Definitely help him out, there's no doubt.
And at A1, not only do we do the insulation, I have to tell you, I had bed bugs galore this week. I had a lot of calls.
Your house?
No, I got rid of them. I moved in with you. No. I'll tell you, I had bed bugs a lot. I had spiders a lot. I haven't hit the stink bugs yet, but there's nothing we don't do. When in doubt, call us out. Brown recluse. Somebody had a brown recluse. How did that go? I never heard the end of it.
It was not a brown recluse.
That's right. Everybody thinks if it's brown, that's what it is.
That's right.
All right, cool. So we touched everything we do. When in doubt, free estimates. Hey, Chris, if you want to get over there and kind of see how the hose is going up, I love it when the hose goes into the attic.
Yeah, normally what we'll do in that case too is we will cordon that off to where you don't have a lot of dust coming down it. Like I said, at this point, you know, I'm just trying to get the product up there. We know that this is Kevin's house. We're going to have to do some major cleanup before we leave, but it should be all right.
The good thing is that no matter what job we do, we always clean it up anyway.
Oh yeah, we're going to make sure we clean it up and everything stays the way it should. We're going to make it look like we haven't even been here. So on this one's going to be a little tricky, but
yeah,
it'll take a little time.
His wife is going to kill us.
I know.
You know, he said I know. The cool thing is you know what? This is a place that we ran into a couple issues with the hose size and stuff like that. Figured it out. Took us a couple seconds. And it's flowing. You can see how well it's flowing up there.
Yeah. It's doing a nice job.
Let me ask you. Let's say he wanted. This is a 1,900 square foot home.
Yep.
He's on a crawl space.
That's right.
How long do you think it would take us to do the whole house?
When you start talking whole house, you talking about attic space only?
Yes.
Attic space only. We've almost been through 19 bags in the time that we've been talking.
Wow. So it's pretty quick.
About 15, 20 minutes.
Right.
I mean, this machine's putting it down.
It's basically as fast as they can feed it.
That's right.
Right. And he has control of the airflow up there.
That's correct.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome. You know, I love it. I love the fact that we're always starting to think ahead of all of our competition. I don't know any other pest control company doing it.
There's some others out there, but predominantly, not a lot of people like to get into it. It's nasty, dirty work.
Right.
You're up there with full face respirators.
Sure.
You got guys out front with full faces on, and it's a hot day. So.
And rainy.
And rainy.
Yeah.
So it made it a little worse.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Chris, I'm sure there's questions out there because this is way too cool.
So, what's the bullet point? What's the punchline of what's this? I mean, this prevents some bed bugs, right? What else can it do?
Whoa. Prevent bed bugs?
Oh, yeah.
No,
You better not have said that.
No. Stink bugs.
That's right.
Stink bugs. Now, we control all the bed bugs. We control pretty much any insect there is out there, especially in the state of Ohio.
We'll never let bed bugs get into it.
No,
they don't even want to get in there.
How about that curveball?
That's it. I'll tell you.
No, they don't. They don't usually run to the attic infestations. We will see them around light covers and stuff.
Absolutely.
But predominantly, they're going for where the blood host is.
Absolutely.
Now, bat bugs.
Oh,
sure.
Yeah. How about bats?
Now, that will definitely deter bat bugs from coming down to the lower level.
Right.
Because they have to go through that.
But
product.
the actual bat, you still maybe. He's in a country setting. If we could stand on top and show the people where we're at.
Oh yeah.
Man, I don't think I've seen a house in miles.
No.
And
Except that one.
I'll tell you, ambulance has to take an Uber to get here. I know that. We are in the middle of nowhere.
Nice.
That's nuts.
So
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, there's not much we don't do. So if you guys have any problems with anything, let us know. Any more questions?
No. All right, cool. So another good job. I like these. I like the way that we
1-800?
1-800-737
8189. You can call
it. You always try to get me on that. And we're on the web at
peststock.com. I almost messed it up.
Oh yeah, you did. All right, so next week we got a couple cool things going on too. We're getting into the fall, which I like fall.
Yeah, fall should be fun. A lot of bugs coming inside and trying to overwinter, so we should probably have some exterior treatments that are very important, especially for that stink bug, ladybugs, and the cluster fly.
Right.
All three of them do the same thing in the fall, so we've got them to cover, and we'll probably delve into some of that.
Absolutely. Guys, if you're in doubt, call us. We'll come out. It's a free estimate. Take us no time. We'll let you know what's going on, what you have. If we don't, the salesmen don't know, we'll take it back to the shop. You usually can pin it out in 14.2 seconds.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
That's right. So, hey, when in doubt, give us a shout. Hit us up. Whatever you need. Tell your friends about us. And once again, be love. I like that. Be love, right?
Be love.
Yeah.
Yeah, be love.
All right, so we'll see you next week. You guys take care of each other.
See you next week. Thanks.